Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this live stream. I hope everyone is really doing well. So, feeling very bad that we literally missed our Bitcoin short yesterday. I mean, we literally, yeah, I took this short, but I never gave an official call on the, but I mentioned many times that this harmonic is really looking great, and we actually, and but the most important thing is, Bitcoin short does not would not have made you the big money with respect to what Ethereum would have made. You know why? Because your Bitcoin dominance, as I mentioned yesterday, that we have lost these levels. But what it did is it made a deviation and then went up. So now it's like the situation is to me it's like this move is like A. We are going to do A, B, and C sort of thing, and then further back down like this, accumulate, and then big bump. So right now, I'm expecting a relief bounce or a dump on the Bitcoin dominance, probably like this, or maybe straight away like this towards the level of 40.4 to 40.45. Hold there and bump it back up towards like 41.3, reject and dump. So that's going to be our A, B, and C. That's how I see probably the Bitcoin dominance. Or we can just probably dump from here as well like this, because this move is like A, B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It can do like this as well. So I think Ethereum is very very near to probably forming a very big A wave over here. So basically, the structure that I'm watching here is a big WXY. Why? Because why I think that this is a big WXY, because if you look at the previous, the chart, this was our big wave 1, 2, and 3. So this moves looks to me like A, B, C. That's like a W. Another way is A, B, that's like your X, and we now be doing like 5 waves down, which is your A, B, and then going down the green zone towards 1180 to 1040. Anywhere in between would be our local bottom for ETH. So having said that, I do think that Ethereum shorts would make much more sense rather than shorting Bitcoin. So I think the focus would be on shorting Bitcoin and shorting Ethereum and longing Bitcoin. So where are we looking to long Bitcoin, guys? My eyes are all set on Bitcoin, probably looking to long around 19,300 bucks to 18,000 to 18,942 levels. And why we want to long this level so badly? Well, it's because of the CME. So basically, I think I've discussed previously as well regarding the harmonic. When Bitcoin was here, I posted this chart on the Twitter as well and in our corner in the Watch Wealth group, that most likely this harmonic is likely to play out. So this was our big short over here. This was the levels to short, and we just had a dump. Now the problem over here, the only problem I see is the dump. It just like had a big fat dump like this. It did not have a dump like chop chop A B and blah blah blah. No. So hence, there is a very probability of like 20-30% that this might fail, and we just sweep the low like this. And probably we can just do something like this, sweep the lows the way the SP500 did, and then probably look for something like this. But the way Ethereum looks like, that your wave A for Ethereum is in, so definitely you want to see that a big bounce from the perspective of the Bitcoin. So what you want is a bounce towards 21,845 to 21,700 bucks. Basically, that's where this is the zone where I would like to see a bounce. The next bounce would be, and if you do reject here and come back down like this, that is going to be like a ABC and truncated ABC probably, and then probably looking for a push up like this. So this is how you would want to see Bitcoin. Probably ideally, this is how I would like to see if we need to hold the levels of 18,400 bucks. Now, why do you think that we need to hold these levels of Bitcoin? Let it just break it. Why are we just want that Bitcoin needs to hold these levels? Honestly, I don't want Bitcoin to hold these levels. In fact, I have big spot bids for Bitcoin from 17,000 till 16,800 bucks. Why? Because we have a big harmonic in play at those levels. Well, but you just don't want um to have your biasness take over any potential charts. So the biasness, of course, is like we want to sweep the lows, and this is like the range that we are playing. Clearly the range is here, but this is will be like some sort of a biasness. I just don't want to have any sort of a biasness. So what you would want to see is we probably sweep the lows over here of 18,000. I think we might hold these levels, or the worst case scenario is we just probably sweep the lows, but we don't break this, and we just hold this like this. So this is going to be our A, B, and C. There is a possibility that this might do something like this, but I would want to see is a bounce and then probably do something like this. That would be amazing. So that's why I'm bidding actually 19,300 to 19,000 bucks with with my stops 18,570. So that's where my stops would be, because I do think that Ethereum, is very very near to making like a bottom for the wave 5. So once it gets a sweep over here, it's like a buy over here, and then probably I will be eyeing the September opens retest. That's where the bearish retest is going to happen for Ethereum as well as Bitcoin probably. So that's what the main plan for the hard term time frame plan is. Now, why do you think that we want to hold this long? Ideally, the bullish case for the Bitcoin would be that this move is like um, your from the what do you say, from the week of accumulation perspective, this move is like a sucker rally and hated rally, and now we are getting like A, B, and C move. That is going to be like your ST test of the support, and one you people will be like just sweep, 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 and it does not sweep, and it goes up like this and makes like a big W and go up like this to 28,900, 29,000 bucks, and from there it just slowly dumps and make us and sweep the lows, and once it sweeps the lows and goes to these levels, and then the bottom would be in, and we form a big big W instead of a small W. So basically this is like a small W information over here, and this followed by a big W like this. So you need to form a W. The W formation is your confirmation that we are literally in an accumulation zone. So when this W formation happens, you don't need to worry about it. The way we will be near to the long the range lows level, it would be like just start accumulating Bitcoin. Even if it goes like plus minus 10%, you don't need to worry about, because you are looking for a 70-80% pump, gives you easily 7 to 8 hour setup for your spot backs. So even if you look at from the perspective of over here, so this is not our 3 to 8, so you need a bigger push over here. So the big push would be somewhere around the 382. So 382 lies around the levels of 29,335, and from there probably we go to the levels of 900 and 886 around this 7. Yep, 89.45, and then we go for the big 786 over here. Perfect. And this can be a very bullish if you do sweep the lows like this 113 and make a big 1618 extension, which would be like it. So these are the few plays that we have here in for the long term perspective. But these are a big long term perspective. It's gonna take like months and months to play out. So right now we are focusing on the lower term time frame move, guys. So this is our lower term time frame. Is what I'm expecting, a W formation on the lower term time frame. I do have the harmonic. I think I already mentioned a few days back. Yep, this is our long harmonic and very bullish 786 over here. The target would be 16,800. Perfect. 16,800 would be the levels where you will be looking to start entering future positions. Now, you may also, probably tell me from 786, the range is from 786 to 886. That is your range. So 16,800 to 886 is your 10,800. 16,800 to 10,800 is the levels where your range falls. I know it's a very big range. So for leverage, it's going to be a little bit tough for you guys or for us as well to start building a heavy swing position for a next big move. But definitely what I can see is winters are not going to be good for sure, because winters are gonna be tough. It's for like a it's like a big battle across the world, especially in Europe and Ukraine. I think, and now as even the Europe is falling, the European nations are falling. Why I'm saying it's falling, because The reason is a lot of issues are there, guys, a lot of issues. And I'm not particularly against anyone. I'm just very much worried for the people of Europe, because those who cannot afford a one-time meal, I think that it's going to be very tough for them as well. So the recession is going to probably, the inflation is going to rise, it's going to keep on rising in Europe. And not only Europe, because if Europe gets affected, it's going to literally impact every part of the world. So basically US is going to also get impacted, and similarly it's gonna, many Asian countries are going to impact as well. So but majority Europe is going to have a, worst impact. September is almost here. Winters are going to start from the next month onwards, from October, almost like 15th October. So it's like almost a month now, less than a month you guys have for, preparing if you are from Europe. So basically I don't expect any sort of a, any sort of a naughty bounce or a relief, uh, big pump towards 48,000 or 50,000 bucks. No, but definitely I'm expecting a 28,400 29,000 level bounce, probably in September, October. So that's what I'm anticipating here for the higher term time frame. Now let's talk about the lower term time frame, guys. As I mentioned, this 786 to 886 is my primary level for bounce, and that's where I'm bidding, guys. And I do think that, the way we have dropped clearly indicates me that this is like a forming like a very nice bullish full phase. One, two, 3, 4, and maybe, this is like the fifth wave in progress, or the bottom might be in as well. Why? Because the USD dominance has formed a very nice rising wedge over here. So I don't know whether I have to FOMO everything over here or what, but this looks amazing. This clearly looks to me like a 5 wave structure, guys, and this looks very, very bearish. So even if on the lower time frame, it's looking like this is a 5 wave structure, but and we already tested the 886 on the USD dominance, guys. So if I have to consider it, it's like a bearish. What you want to see is we losing the 7.09%, and once we see the 7.09% once it lose that level, yes, on a retest we're going to long everything with a tight stop loss, and I would be expecting something like this for for USD dominance, retesting the levels of 6.5%, and maybe, 6.5% a reversal like this, or it can just lose these levels and khalas, just correct. So that's the reason I'm bidding, guys. I am just going to bid. I'm not gonna worry about what it's gonna happen. Now the worst case scenario would be that my wave counts are probably out of the incorrect. You can have one more wave down like this and then push up, making new highs for the 5 waves, but ideally it should not do like that. But let's say we do have one more push up pending, we might just go and sweep the highs to around 7.36%. And, it also means that something like this, and then we can reject like this. The very worst case for USD dominance is it just pumps like this from here to 7.72% deviation and then dump. That's the worst case scenario, a very big extended wave 5. So that's like a big extended wave 5. Normally don't happen, but yeah, it is likely, and this is the worst case scenario that we may have to be prepared with. So, but this is looking very, very bearish. The 5 waves over here clearly tells me that this can be a big A over here, and we're going to face B wave. B wave can be A, B, C, or another 5 waves down, and then for something like this C wave. So 6.5% makes more interesting levels for me to short the market again, and this looks to me like A, B, C. This move on the downside, Bitcoin is going to outperform everyone, and the move on the upside, Bitcoin again is going to outperform everyone. So I think long the Bitcoin and short the Ethereum would be the agenda going forward. So once once we see that USD dominance stopping out, we long Bitcoin, and once we see that US dominance bottoming out, we short the Ethereum, because that is going to give you big return on investment, so ROI, as we see. I cannot say the timeline. If we do like we see a reversal on the week on no, I can't say the timeline. Okay, I'm not an astrologer, but looking to the setup, what I see is we are coming very close to the apex of this rising wedge. So it can go and on like the chopping, and then have one more push up like this, and then probably have a dump like this. So basically it can do something like this as well, chop, and then dump. But because today is Friday, guys, and SP500, as you can see here, we have lost the level. This harmonic is in fact in play, and the chart, what I can see over here is that this move, in my opinion, is a wave 1, 2, and we're going to have wave 1 like this, 2 over here, 3, 4, 5. That's going to be our wave 3. Pump back again, one more dump, and that's going to be our 5 waves. SP 500 is going to bottom like this, and this bounce, what we're going to get, that's where I'm expecting Bitcoin and everything to bounce, guys. On the lower term time frame, now let's go to the 15 minutes chart over here. So what do we anticipate and what do I expect? Well, I'm expecting on the lower term time frame Bitcoin and Ethereum to bounce. So this move was like a sweep over here, so you want to see a sweep over here as well. And I'm expecting this sweep to do something like this, come back down, double bottom, and then further go up like this, sweeping the whole, take the whole liquidity, go to 20,400, 20,500, and then one more wave down like this. Similarly, Ethereum is going to probably, right now it is having like a bearish retest on the H1. But if you see, I think we need a sweep. So it's like this trend line, what you're seeing, we have clearly lost it. So I think what I would like to see on the ETH is we can do something like this and then further dump like this, accumulate here, and then probably reverse and cast and then dump. So that's what you would see for ETH. So I think 1560 is going to give you a very interesting short over here, and this sweep is going to be like a deviation of 1420. This deviation can give us a very interesting, ladies and gentlemen, longs. So that's like a range that we are looking for. So that's a range lows and that's our range highs. You can also say that this is a range highs and that was like a deviation as well. You can also say that, but I would say that this is the range lows and this is my range highs, and this is like a deviation. So once this deviation and we reclaim the levels of 1420, long here, stop loss here, and then ride till we reach the first big levels of September opens. You flip this September opens, guys, then there is no way we're going to stop Ethereum. It's just going to keep on pumping till 1694. No resistance in between, guys. So the first take profit targets would be your take profit targets would be September opens of 1553 to 1556. So that's my lowest time frame plan. You would want to long, Ethereum. The levels you would want to long Ethereum is here. You would want to long somewhere around $1,400 to $1,412. That is the levels where you would looking for longs, and your stop loss for that longs would be 1318. That would be a stop loss, and the take profit first would be here. The second would be here. That's it. These are the two levels where you would be eyeing for the take profits on Ethereum, guys. So overall, this is how I see Solana is being doing very well. Only plan that has been failing so far is Link. I don't know, somehow Link was bullish, and I would want to short Link at 7.6, but this is how the harmonic that I'm looking now. I'll be looking for shorting Link, I think around 7.9 to $8. That's where I would be eyeing to short. This is the I would say $8 to 8.15. This is the levels where I would like to short Link with a very tight stop loss of 8.3. This is our short zone. Your stop loss is 8.3, and your take profit targets are going to be sweep of this. Because from this harmonic, it also tells you that we might be potentially forming a very nice, I would say, a very clean, a very nice bullish harmonic over here as well, because that's like your 786 over here, and you would be eyeing 886 somewhere around this zone. So practically this is where 6.4 is the levels where you'll be eyeing for a potential swing longs on Link, or it can go for something like this as well. So guys, Link, I'm eyeing this, not shorting anything over here. This is the only levels I would like to short Link, definitely. But if you really would like to short, I think this can give you a small retracement to about a retest of 7.58, and probably push it up like. So that's all what I have, guys, and at least for now, I don't think so. Maybe later on we might go to 14K as well. Depends. But at least for now, I would like to play the range. It's like when you are at the discounted zone, you need to buy. When you are at the premium zone, you need to sell. The way we sold all my spot bags at 24,800, that was our premium zone. You sell it, and until it proven otherwise. So that's how you play it until some of the range unfolds. So that's how I would like to play, ladies and gentlemen. Well, that's all what I have. And if you like to support, do trade on Bybit. And thank you so much for joining the live. Another live is going to happen in the mid New York session, guys. Don't miss it. I think we're going to probably test some, very interesting strategy. Probably it might just give very interesting aspect of how to play the loads and time frame, on the Bitcoin. That is only particularly for Bitcoin, guys. So nothing else. Also, would like to trade. Do come and join Walsh Wealth. It's a very nice community, guys. We are making nice money. Thank you so much. Have a very nice day. I am here. If you would like to ask any questions, DM me, or you can just drop, a message under tagging me under the chart ideas in Walsh Wealth group. Thank you so much. Bye. Have a nice day. Bye bye.